Today, you will know what does your sword says about you in Blox Fruits. It will be ranked by common to the rarest sword. Without further ado, let's go! If you use Katana, it means that you are just new to the game and was trying to find a weapon to use, so grinding is easier. I rate it about 6 out of 10. If you use Twinhook right now, it means that you're a PvP god and you are trying to add a little bit of spice when it comes to fighting people, so I rate it about 8.5 out of 10. When you're using Shark Saw, it means that you're just a brand new player and defeated Arlong. I rate it about 7 out of 10. Just stop it. Stop, please. For the love of God, stop spamming stun skills and spamming Soul Cane. If you use this sword, you are probably a sweaty Blox Fruits player, because this sword is mostly used by 30 million bounty players. Anyways, I rate it about 4 out of 10. Pipe is mostly used by a new player that has just arrived to the Snow Island and just wants a brand new sword. I rate it about 7 out of 10. If you used Gravity Cane, please stop it. Stop. Players who use Gravity Canes are people that is thirsty for bounties and annoying players. If you use this, you probably want an easy to combo for swords. That's why you chose Gravity Cane, so I rate it about -2 out of 10. If you use Dragon Trident as your sword, you probably want an easy kill or an easy way to grind. So I can't really judge you if you're either a good player or a toxic one. Anyways, this sword is about 8 out of 10 because this sword sometimes is fun using. If you use Yama as your sword, it means that you spent hours and hours doing the puzzle, so I respect you for that. And this sword is not really used for PvP now, so I rate this sword maybe about 7.8 out of 10. Tosha is actually a pretty hard sword to use when grinding, so it's either you want to become good at PvP or you're just really bored, and that's why you use Tosha as your sword. So, anyways, I rate the sword about 9 out of 10. If you use Spiky Trident, you just defeated Katakuri, and you think that Spiky Trident is pretty easy to use in PvP, and you think it's the best sword to grind with, but it's actually easy to counter, so I rate this about a solid 6 out of 10. If you use Shisui as your sword, all I can say is, or the GOAT when it comes to PvP, this sword is pretty hard to use over also. I rate this sword about 9.3 out of 10. Using Saber means you're a brand new player in the game, and you're actually a pretty nice person because you work hard for this sword, so I rate it about 8 out of 10. Ringoku users are pretty rare to see in the game, so if you have this, all I can say is you're pretty cool to hang out with. I rate this sword about 8 out of 10. If you use this sword, you're just new in the second seat and just defeated Enel and might be a caring and loving person. So I rate it about 6 out of 10 because no one really use it. If you use Midnight Blade as a sword, you just got it because of the boss, but if you use this for PvP, you're good at PvP, because this sword is difficult to use. Anyways, I rate it about 7.8 out of 10. People who use Dark Dagger are amazing. Like bro, how do you even manage to hit them with using a small hitbox weapon? Dark Dagger users are cool, so I rate it about 9 out of 10. If you use Buddy Sword, I guess you have good aim too, and you're probably good at PvP. I rate it about 8 out of 10. This sword is mostly used for just trolling. Whoever used this sword just want to annoy people. I rate about 4 out of 10. It's either you want this sword so bad, or you're a pay-to-win player, but some people get this for free. Anyways, this sword is used by a lot of pro players, so I rate it about a solid 10 out of 10. Now, last but not the least, Cursed Dual Katana. This sword is in the god tier of swords when it comes to PvP. A lot of players use this swords, so I rate it a solid 20 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and like the video for more. Anyways, goodbye.